Markus. 1 point from the first 2 championship games. Is that a fair reflection of how you've played?
Yeah, I think so, to be honest, because it's been different halves. Like we started against Sheffield, the first half was very good, but the second half we let them control the game, and at the end, I think it's a fair result. Even though we created a little bit more, but we have to. I think with all the chances we had, especially in that first half, we have to kill the game. But these games are played. We're looking forward now for Blackburn, and hopefully our first 3 points will come.
Is that the greatest area you feel you need to improve, capitalising on the times in a game when you are on top?
Definitely, I think that's our biggest problem, has been. Also, that was also how it was last season, I think, because you can never be on top a whole game, so you have to take care of the moments you have, and we have had some good moments also against Aston Villa, I think, and of course it doesn't help when we let cheap goals in. It's difficult taking all 3 points, but I think the side we are learning every day, and hopefully we just get better and better. Also the cup game, great experience. The mood today on the training session was very good, and hopefully we can bring that in the performance against Blackburn as well.
You mentioned how new a team it is. When would it be fair to judge this team?
It's difficult to say. I think a couple of more games, but I mean we have to be ready when everybody else is ready, because the league has now started. If you look at the performances, it hasn't been fantastic, but it hasn't been bad as well. So I think it's just small adjustments we need, and then everything will hopefully be good.
Because there's been a lot of promise in all games. The flashes of play that we see, the passing moves. There's been good things to build on.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's what I said earlier. I think if we take those chances a little bit better, I mean, if you go half time leading 2 or 3-0 instead of 1-0, the game is more finished. But I think also when we get an early goal, we also have to keep on doing what we did before we score that goal. Be calm on the ball, dare to play. We don't have a huge striker that we can just kick onto. We need to keep the ball, and I think we have to be better in some parts of the game doing that.
How much is that down to experience or a lack of experience, perhaps?
I think it's a little bit of both. It's important when you play football. You can't play with high shoulders. You can't think. The only thing you have to play in the way we're good at. And I think the times we keep the ball more than 3-4 passes, we almost every time create something. And that's important that we do that for big times in the games.
The captaincy, how's that feeling?
Yeah, it feels good, to be honest. It's an experience doing it here in England, but I think I have a lot of experience, even though I'm not that old. I've also wear the armband in my previous clubs. So, but for me, it's really something special doing it in England, and also for a big club as whole, and hopefully my performances will even get better wearing the armband.
Do you feel a great responsibility when you?
Yeah, of course, and especially when we have such a young group. I try to help the young lads so they can just go enjoy the football, because if it's easy when you play good football, then you don't think that much, but first, if something happened, like Jordi was unlucky, had a mistake against Aston Villa, I tried telling him, you're a great player. That has happened. Look forward. That's, as a captain, is what I have to try to do.
Has anything changed around the training ground? Do people call you a different name now? Are you Skipper?
Yeah, sometimes it's new being called Skip, but yeah, it's a word I like, and it just gives me confidence, and I see a lot of potential in this club, really, and also with the squad we have. And I have to say the mood inside the group is different than what it was last year. I think people are a little bit more hungry, and I think that can only benefit us during the season.
Without raking over old ground, do you think was the club a little bit stale last year? Did it need freshening up with a bit of hunger?
Oh, it's difficult to say now after 2 weeks of the season, but we will see at the end of the season where we are. But I mean, since I arrived, it's been a lot of changes. It's maybe 25-30 players going in and going out, and of course that's not the best if you want stability in a club. But I think the group of lads we have now really, loves the club and tries to play for the club, and I think that's important. When you put the shirt on, you give everything, and I also think that's what the supporters wants to see, and that's if we do that, perform well, hopefully the crowd will come back again and the stadium will be full. That's our goal.
What's the value of an experienced player in what is essentially quite a young group, and how do you see your own experience in helping others?
I think that's important, but we still have, even though we had more of them last season, we still have 5, 6 with a lot of experience from the Premier League and also in the Championship. So, but of course, we have to step it up a little bit more. It's important from training, from everything we do, that we don't get sloppy. Because when you're a young lad, I remember when I was young as well, it's when everything goes good, you get calm, and it's important that you always put yourself new goals, so you can only become better.
Your midfield partner in the first 2 games has been Dan Batty. So give us an appraisal of him and how you've seen him so far.
I think Batty, first of all, is a great person, and he's working hard. Also, when he trained with us last year, I think he was brilliant in some of the trainings. And also what he have done so far, he's a very good midfield partner for me. I like playing with Batty. He always wants the ball. He's calm with the ball, and he gives a lot of aggressivity in his pressing. So if he keeps on doing it like he has done now and keep develop, I think he can be a top player.
And were you at Bramall Lane were you at Sheffield?
No, I wasn't, because my family came home, but I watched the game, yeah.
Yeah, and what did you make of the young lads that took their chance on Tuesday?
Brilliant. I think that's what's so nice. Also in these cups, you see when we do a lot of changes and still the team doesn't get any worse. The young lads are really enjoying the moment, and I'm so happy for them, because they're working hard every day on the training sessions. So it was a good day, and also I have seen some statistic on penalties. I saw all of the penalties, and I've never seen so calm penalty takers before. So that's well done.
Okay. Can I ask you about the challenge of Blackburn tomorrow? How you see that one?
I see that Blackburn is a good side. They have 4 or 5 top players in my mind. It's going to be a tough game. They have started the season well, but I mean every game we play at the K-Com Stadium, we want to take the 3 points, and hopefully this is the time to get all the 3 points. The first 3-pointer of the season.
Final one, it wasn't too long ago it was transfer deadline day, and all of a sudden you were getting linked with Cardiff. Can I ask you how you responded to that?
Yeah, I was very calm, more than that is nothing to say.
Okay. But it kind of says a lot about how you've come on in the last 6 months in English football, that you're getting talked about in such circles. Yeah,
I think I've learned a lot. I'm my biggest, how we call it, criticizer. I know when I play bad, and the first 1.5 years I was not happy at all about my performances, but I have learned so much about it. I also have never been injured before and got a couple of, not serious, but some long injuries that took me out of my shape and out of my rhythm. But I feel very good now, and hopefully this can be a great season for me and for the team.